Hallo Leute, willkommen zu einem neuen Let's Play History The Darkest Files hier auf dem Creative Network YouTube-Kanal. Ich bin Tobi, aka Gen X Reloaded, und es freut mich, dass ihr auch heute zur inzwischen dritten Folge eingeschaltet habt. Und ja, es ist ein paar Tage her, dass ich aufgenommen habe. Wir sind zurück im Büro und müssen eben mit Herrn Bauer sprechen.
Hello, Miss Katz. Any news regarding the Naumann case?
Unerwartete Neuigkeiten.
Yes, I think so. After talking to Mrs. Naumann, it seems like Hans Naumann was indeed innocent. The men were looking for his son, Jan Naumann. When they couldn't find Jan, they took Hans instead, the father.
I assume that's what Miss Naumann told you. But are you sure she is telling the truth?
According to the files, the man they were looking for had climbed up a flagpole, torn down a flag, and beaten up a block warden when he was caught in the act. Hans Naumann was 77 years old at the time. Of course, there are older men who are in good shape, but...
Pulling down a flag and beating someone up seems unlikely. I understand.
Yes.
I see, but why did the man take him, if they knew he was innocent?
Sie haben ihn als Geisel genommen. Genau, sie hatten ja, wenn sich der Jan, hieß er, der Sohn, gestellt hätte, wollten die dann seinen Vater, den Hans, ja freilassen. Ja.
According to Mrs. Naumann, they took him as a hostage. They were hoping his son, Jan, would surrender once he learned that they had his father.
Highly illegal, even back then. Not uncommon, though.
Nee.
But why did they shoot the old man?
Naja, wegen dem, weil er ein Verräter war in seinen Augen.
That I don't know yet. But I believe this is definitely a case for us.
It is, indeed. I will officially reopen the investigations tomorrow. You need to find out who was at the crime scene when Hans Naumann was shot. We need witnesses.
I'd start with the names mentioned in the files of the first investigation.
Excellent. Let's get this case to court, Miss Katz. And be mindful of time. We do not have nearly enough of it here. Since you've never led a case before, I want you to be prepared. Mr. Peters has agreed to look over your shoulder and help you out. Present your findings, prove your claims. Please reach out to him.
I'll do what I can.
Okay.
I'll need Paula to get me more information on the suspects.
Yeah.
And I suppose I should share the good news with Peters. Just great.
Super.
That poor man. And that poor woman. She lost everyone she loved in a matter of a few months. I really hope we can help her.
I hope so too.
Anything I can do?
I need some additional files.
I looked into the NSDAP local group from the original investigation.
Only a few documents survived the bombing, but I found a group photo and a member list from a few years before the incident. I took the liberty of marking the suspects. One of them, Mr. Schwarz, is dead.
Oh. Well, that was quick.
Just doing my job. Any other documents I can get for you?
Der Verdächtige.
The member list is helpful, but I'd still need something more about our suspects. Can you get me their files?
I'll reach out to the Berlin Document Center. But, just so you know, they tend to take their time. Anything else?
I need you to invite a potential witness.
Of course. Who should I reach out to?
Ja, alle.
Please invite Mr. Kiebitz.
We'll reach out immediately. Anything else?
Can I ask you something delicate?
Of course. What's this about?
Peters.
Oh, what did he do this time?
And that already answers some of my questions. He didn't do anything yet. I just found it strange to see him here. When did he start working for Mr. Bauer?
He was here from the very beginning. One of the first hires. Or even the first hire, according to Christoph. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Mr. Wohlmuth. Apparently, Peters volunteered as soon as Bauer was appointed district prosecutor. Before there was even any talk of forming a team. I know, I don't believe that either.
What's it like working with...
Terrible. Just... Let me tell you, that man has no respect for me and my work. Or anybody else's work for that matter. Maybe, except for Mr. Bauer's. But he seems simply convinced I'm just here to be his personal maid, secretary, cook. My coffee, Paula. Where are my files, Paula? What about the witness I asked 2 minutes ago, Paula? And then that damn plaque of his. Don't even get me started.
Is the falling plaque a popular topic?
It won't stay on the wall. I've tried everything. And for some reason, every time it's still supposed to be my fault, my problem. That thing is either cursed or he knocks it down himself just to have something to complain about.
How is his work? Is it any good?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying that. I don't even think that, really. We're lucky to have him. He's dedicated, diligent, and very good at his job. Mr. Bauer is more than happy with his results. I just wish his attitude matched his aptitude.
Or that he'd clean up his notes once he's done with a file.
Thank you, Paula. I think that's all.
Wait, not so fast. Why are you so interested in Peters?
He was in my class when I studied law. In several of my classes.
I'm so sorry.
That's why I was so surprised to find him here. He was just a pain. Self-centered, snarky, full of himself. Clearly only in it for the money. No ideals. Just ambition and spite.
Oh, we need to get coffee at some point. And well, I don't know. Mr. Bauer does trust him for some reason, so that has to count for something, right?
I sure hope so. Thank you, Paula.
So, ein Cookie. Cookie? Gucken. Okay. Ja, finde ich aber gut, dass sie auch so eine kleine persönliche Geschichte noch mit reinbringen. So, Verdächtige. Faltmann, Kiebitz und Hermann. Kiebitz ist der Herr, den wir gleich sprechen werden. Okay. Okay. So, Vernehmungsprotokoll. Zeugin Ludmilla Naumann. Achso, das ist das, was wir gerade gemacht haben. Okay. Okay. Kiebitz. Kleinere Mann. Was fehlt denn dann erst? Hey, Kiebitz. Okay. Das haben wir auch alles. Simon Peter sprechen. Dann machen wir das mal.
had a talk with Mr. Bauer. He wants us to get along, to work together.
I've heard.
Let's just be adults about it, Peters.
Wow.
Peters?
Yes, I've heard you, Katz. Fine. Here's what we're going to do. Let's just call it a truce. I won't interfere with your casework if you stay away from mine. Agreed?
Warum sollte ich mich bei dir einmischen?
Is there a reason why I should interfere in your work, Peters?
Plenty. But I'm not getting into that. And as for this whole preparing you for court situation, I swear to God, but there is no point discussing it before you've met the witnesses anyway.
Thank you for thinking I'm a total beginner.
Oh, you're welcome. Someone has to do it, since Mr. Bauer apparently overestimates your abilities. Anyway, get through at least some of your witnesses, and we can get it over with. And while we're at it, don't forget to bring some evidence. I don't want us to improvise the whole thing.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Was für ein Arsch. Bye bye.
Oh, hello, Marlene. Meow.
Okay. So, ab nach Hus. Ding, ding, ding. Neuer Tag. Der erste Verdächtige. 24. September 1946. Das Fach leer.
Good morning, Miss Katz.
Ähm. Der erste Zeuge wird in Kürze eintreffen. Informieren Sie Herrn Bauer über die neuesten Entwicklungen im Fall. Kein Ende der Suez-Krise. Suez. Während die Vertreter der 18. Regierung, 18 Regierungen, die an der zweiten Suezkanalkonferenz teilnehmen, London verlassen, bleibt die Wahrheit unverändert. Trotz der ausgetauschten Zusicherung einer fortgesetzten Unterstützung und Zusammenarbeit ist die Welt einer friedlichen Lösung der Krise keinen Schritt näher gekommen. US-Beamte äußern sich besorgt über die Ziele der französischen und britischen Delegationen und verdächtigen sie, kein Interesse an einem Kompromiss zu haben. Wiederaufrüstung. Mit dem Herannahen des Einberufungstermins der ersten Wehrpflichtigen am 1. April stellt sich die Frage, ob die Ziele der Regierung tatsächlich erreicht werden können. Von den 4000 Panzern aus amerikanischen Produktion, die Verteidigungsminister Theo Blank angefordert hatte, wurden mehr als ein Viertel der Bestellung vom Bundestag storniert. Selbst mit den 1600 Panzern, die die Vereinigten Staaten zuvor geschenkt haben, bleibt die endgültige Zahl niedriger als geplant. Okay. So.
Miss Katz, excuse me.
Yeah.
The witness you asked me to contact, Hermann Kiewitz, just arrived.
Thank you, Paula. I'll be joining you in a minute.
Okay. Warte mal kurz. Irgendwo Herbert Schwarz. Ist das vom Gericht? So. So, das war alles der Faltmann. Okay. Gut. Okay. Sind wir fertig? Okay.
Good morning. My name is Esther Katz.
A pleasure, miss. Could you tell me how long I have to wait for the prosecutor?
Mr. Kiebitz, I'm the prosecutor here.
Oh, modern times, I guess. How long will this take?
Bis wir fertig sind.
It will take as long as it takes.
It's all right, miss. I'm just asking.
Let's get started, shall we? This is about the arrest of Hans Naumann in Munich on April 28th, 1945. According to a witness, two men picked up Mr. Naumann from his apartment. Were you one of them?
You're pretty, you know that?
Mr. Kiebitz, were you one of those men?
No, I wasn't. We drove to the house. Then our group leader and Mr. Schickert got out of the car to arrest the men. Then they tossed the old man into the car and headed to the district office.
The district office. Where was it located?
We just had moved it into the basement of a still stuffed with beer bottles and barrels. District Leader Schwarz came out and gave the command.
AOD anzeigen. Das AOD zeigt ein aktuelles Ziel sowie die Namen der Anwesenden in Erinnerung. Wenn du nicht weiter weißt, drücke Space, Leertaste, wie auch immer, um es einzublenden. Schicker Keyboard. Okay, Noob. Achso.
What command? What did he say?
He
Hinrichten.
ordered us to execute the man. Then he left. I felt uneasy. This wasn't right.
Okay, Stadtbezirke München.
We followed group leader Falkman to the cell. There was tension.
Okay.
This must be the cell. Could you describe the cell?
Very basic. Mattress, window, chair.
Oh Mann.
What was Mr. Faltmann doing?
Group leader Falkman seemed to hesitate. He shared my concerns about killing the old sod. He told us to wait.
Okay.
Yet Schickert insisted. He referred to that new order about dealing with insurgents. He was such a stickler for the rules.
Wait a second. These orders you're talking about. Are you referring to this?
Yes, exactly. He was very vocal about it. He insisted that any delay would constitute treason.
And treason must be reported, he said. The refusal to obey orders would be of interest for the Gestapo. Faced with this open threat of being denounced, we did not dare to act.
The tension was strong. Group leader Faltman ordered us to wait once more, but Schickert drew his gun and shot him.
What the fuck? Recherchemöglichkeiten. Nach dem Verhör kannst du deine Umgebung weiter erkunden, um neue Recherchemöglichkeiten und Hinweise zu finden. So.
What weapons did the people present have? Standard issue equipment?
We could wish. Those were the last days. We had almost nothing left. Rifles, pistols, ammunition. We had to use whatever was somehow left, or what we managed to get out of the ruins.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. Were the compartments prepared to host prisoners?
Kind of. We adjusted them so our prisoner could stay there for interrogations and not get out.
For how long were the prisoners held in these cells?
Mostly around a week.
Being locked in a cell like this, not knowing what would happen next, this must have been so hard. How did you ensure the energy supply?
The district struggled to produce enough energy. There were frequent power failures. For emergency, we had a generator. If worst came to worst, we used oil lamps.
Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
Just in Bavaria, there were 28 local groups. We were in constant contact with them.
Übel. Ja, ich will hier alles noch gucken. Achtung, den Mitarbeitern ist es untersagt, den Ware zu verkosten.
I can still hear the sirens in my head. They seem to last forever. But it may just have been a minute full of despair, if you survived it. Were there any other prisoners at that time?
Obviously, yes. We had to put the traitors somewhere. We adapted part of the storage rooms as cells.
Were summary executions common?
In those days, yes.
Ja, also mitnehmen, was man kriegen kann, ne? Arschgeigen.
Spending entire days in a damp cellar. They must have been bored and tried to pass the time. I think I'm still missing something. How did Mr. Schwarz's office look like?
Quite fancy given the circumstances. Leather chair, massive oak desk. District Leader Schwarz cared about showing off.
Cool.
Was Mr. Schwarz involved in the execution?
He gave the orders, but the members of the local group were responsible for carrying them out. Surely you can't expect a busy man like the district leader to attend every execution in person.
There was no execution order in the files I got. If it exists, I should check if I can get my hands on it. Did Mr. Schwarz even get to see the victim Hans Naumann?
Not entirely sure. He was in his office when we brought the perpetrator.
The victim?
The victim into a cell.
If Schwarz didn't see the victim, did he know they had the wrong man? What did he know?
War schrecklich.
What were Mr. Schwarz's responsibilities as a district leader?
He was responsible for organizing relief measures for the party during air raids, coordinating local groups, providing food and emergency quarters. He had also found the brewery for us and organized the move.
They should consider the chain of command.
So, da ist natürlich der Schwarz.
How was your relationship to Mr. Schwarz?
He treated me fairly and friendly. I learned a lot from him.
How was working under Mr. Feldman?
Great. He was a good leader and a better man. It was a pleasure to work with him. Even though some people might have disagreed, we had our share of malcontents in the group. But he knew how to deal with them effectively.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. What were your responsibilities in your local group?
Most of the time I accompanied District Leader Schwarz and drove him when he needed a driver. He knew how to convey power and discipline.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. How did you and Mr. Schickert get along?
He and I didn't have much to do with each other. We were just part of the same local group. He was no feast for the eyes, a cranky guy, strange. Always strict with his work, but annoying from time to time. He was obsessed with Prussian virtues.
Okay. Jo, dann muss ich gucken, was ich da noch organisieren kann.
Why did you relocate the office?
Because of a big air raid. We wanted to be underground. We hoped that we would be safer there.
How many people were in your local group?
Around 10, but we were never all present at the same time due to shifts and different responsibilities.
11, 12. No, we were down to 11 then. The Gestapo took Ludolf back in January.
So the Gestapo threat wasn't something new.
So,
What were your local group's responsibilities in the very last days of the war?
We were responsible for all concerns and for many households within Munich. Above all, we tried to eliminate insurgencies.
okay. Da müsste ich ja alles haben. Gut.
So what you are saying is, Schickert shot the old man against Mr. Feldman's order?
Exactly.
That's horrible.
These are brutal events you're getting to hear here. Are you sure you're up for it? Honestly, no one would think this is a job for a woman. What do you have to prove? I will file a formal complaint.
What would you like to complain about?
About talking to you instead of a real prosecutor.
I
Was?
see. Well, if you think that's necessary, go ahead. Thank you for your time, Mr. Kiebitz.
Goodbye, Miss Katz.
Ja, nee, lass
I
mal
should
stecken.
update Mr. Bauer.
Ja. Aber das machen wir in der nächsten Folge. Das war ja einiges. Was Narsch? Nee, aber ja, das ist seltsam mit dem Fall bisher. Ja, was heißt seltsam? Es war halt leider zu der Zeit auch jetzt nichts Neues. Aber es scheint ja fast, oder es lässt vermuten, dass der Ortsgruppenleiter, dass der gar nicht den gar nicht gesehen haben, wen die an den Abend festgenommen haben. Und dass am Ende dann der Falsche hingerichtet wurde. Ja, das kann ja noch spannend werden. Gut, ich denke, wir haben da alles gefunden. No? Mal sehen, wie die Bewertung wird. Ich hoffe, die Folge hat euch gefallen. Wenn ja, lasst doch bitte einen Daumen nach oben da. Ein Abo wäre nice. Teilt das Video, wenn ihr möchtet, und schaut euch gerne auch weiterhin auf diesem Kanal um. Hier gibt es noch einiges zu entdecken und ja, vielleicht liest man sich in den Kommentaren. Bis zum nächsten Mal wünsche ich euch alles Gute, bleibt gesund, bleibt sicher. Bye bye, euer Tobi.